Hey, what's up everybody? 16 years on YouTube. 16 whole years since I made my channel and posted my first video. Now, I'm filming this at 12:57 a.m., so it's not December 27th anymore. I did post a video already today. That was a review of this Lego set. Because obviously if you have seen my first video, if you've gone back and looked or just seen any of these anniversary videos that I've done, you'll remember this was my first video, was a review of this set here. And this is kind of like a modern remake of that set. Obviously there was a Droid version of it as well, which is basically integrated into this. But I did make a video on that and kind of compared it with this one. So that's basically my 16-year video. And I made it very much in the style of the old Lego videos, just a completely unedited video with the original camera even. The same old flip video camera at the same table. Just wanted to kind of do that as a throwback. So this is, and I've made a lot of these videos of however many years on YouTube. It's become like a tradition to do it every year. I'm probably not going to keep doing it though. I had debated whether to even do it this year because it's basically, it ends up being the same exact video, just a different year. That's always the trouble that you fall into that, and I hate that. And I've especially noticed that the last couple of years, where it's like, yeah, it's the same damn thing every year. I mean, in the future, I could see myself doing one for like 20 years or 25 years, but if I'm still around. But annually, I think it is pointless. Excuse me, so you probably won't see them every year. But I wanted to come on here and do one for a couple of reasons. First off, I just want to make this like a ramble video, like just a talk video. I've done like 3 takes of this video already. Because the last one I went for 51 damn minutes. I mean, it's been a while since I've talked on YouTube, so I just fucking let it run. I want to try to get the video to be a little shorter than that. But it's probably still going to be a long one, so you're just going to have to deal with it. Again, it's been a while. I don't know why I'm lagging. This camera is a piece of crap. I tell you what. My computer's good, but my camera sucks. But I wanted to make a talk video, since it's been a while. And I looked at some of the past videos, and I saw that the very first one of these that I made, like my first anniversary video that I made, was for 6 years. And this is 16, so exactly 10 years later. So I figured, yeah, I'll come on, and if I want to do it annually, I'll just end it at 10 years of that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make a video. So I got lucky, because I didn't actually even expect for this. I didn't expect to even get this. But just like with this one, because if you look at one of the thumbnails of one of the anniversary videos I did, you can see a picture of me holding this box on Christmas Day in 2009. And I didn't expect to get this, but I had mentioned it to somebody, the fact that, yeah, this is basically a remake of that original set. And but then I just kind of forgot about it, but then I got it as a Christmas gift, so I was like, yeah, that'll work, I'll make a video of it. So that worked out. So this video doesn't matter as much if it says the December 28th instead of the 27th when I upload it, so be it. But what I got, actually, it was part of this. The Walmart exclusive, the 3-in-1 gift set, which is kind of cool. So, and just like that other fucking box, it's already got a tear on it. You can see a couple of tears where the wrapping was. But, and like I said in that video, I could do reviews of some of these other sets. And I have other Lego sets just outright that I have gotten recently that I could make videos on. But, I mean, I don't know, because I've actually got more Lego stuff this year than any year since, like, at least 2016. Probably more like 2013. I just haven't made videos on it because I haven't really felt like it. Because it's just been so long since I've done Lego reviews that it's completely foreign to me. And especially with some of the sets that I got, to actually set up a review that wouldn't be like the one that I just made where it's like really bad quality, it would be hard. The only way I can think of would be to do it on the carpet, because I do not have the desk space for it. I just do not. And doing it on the carpet is not ideal. I mean, I used to make videos like that, but yeah, it's not ideal. But I could do it if somebody wanted. It's just what nowadays when I go to the store and I see a Lego set that I think looks cool, I just, I think it looks cool, I get it. So, but I'm not like big into it like I was before. It's just something that, yeah, if I see something cool, I get it. But yeah, I will have some whiskey videos coming out soon. I have a whole second set of samples that Donner Pass sent me that I have been sitting on for a while. I feel bad about that. I've communicated with him. There's been some reasons that I haven't been able to get to it. But I will very shortly here in the new year. I will have those out. So there will be probably like 6 videos for whiskey reviews in the first month or so of the year. And then otherwise, I don't know. I have posted some gaming videos recently, but it's just like random stuff on a whim. I don't play games that much anymore, and I definitely don't play anything that's in vogue, not at all. But yeah, so I don't really have like any strategy for like making content other than the fact that I have that set of whiskey videos to make. And I have had people say to me, I had a conversation with my sister about my channel not that long ago because of the whiskey videos. It's like, you should reinvent yourself and make new videos and like make it focus on something new and revitalize the channel. And it's like, well, I don't really care is the thing. I mean, I don't care about building the channel. I don't even consider myself a YouTuber at this point. I'm just somebody who happens to post videos about things that I'm interested in. I don't have a career. I don't have goals. I don't care about the numbers at all. So I don't think there's ever going to be anything like that because first off, with the whiskey thing even, I don't care enough to make it like, I'm sure, obviously, a lot of my whiskey subscribers and just other people that watch me will remember Food Quig. I would never be at his level in terms of regularity of videos or anything even approaching that because I don't drink often enough. I just don't. It's not a big enough part of my life that I could make it something like that. It's just not feasible. So I don't have anything I could even do that with. But again, I'm just happy with where I am. I don't want to be famous with this thing. I just like it being this little quaint corner where, because if nobody was watching like at all, I wouldn't make videos anymore. I would have just stopped a while ago. But there's at least a couple people that like my channel and watch my videos, so that's sufficient to me. If there's a couple people that get enjoyment out of it, then that's sufficient for me to post some videos. But I don't need it to be anything huge because then I feel like I'm obligated to make videos, and I don't like that either. And just obviously there are a lot of things that come with growing a channel that I just don't want to fuck with, and I don't have the time. I just don't have the time, and I hate editing videos. That's another part of it too. I absolutely hate editing videos. So yeah, I mean, now that I have good enough computers that it wouldn't be so bad. It used to be because it took so long, but even now I just find the whole process tedious. So I do not like to do it. And I'm getting tired now because, of course, I've had to do multiple takes of this video, and that's part of why they run so long is because I'm so tired. Because even that, I mean, it's late now. I had hoped to be doing this shit at like 6 p.m. It's 1 now. But I was hauling ass all day. I've been hauling ass just every freaking day. I've had like no time to stop. So, yeah, I'm tired. It's going to be a long video. It's going to be a rambly one. Just have to forgive me for that. But, yeah, it's really just crazy. And I am thinking... I am thinking about making something for the 10th anniversary of the Deuce Brotherhood that's coming up next month. Again, it's so funny because with so many of these things, nobody fucking knows because a lot of my subscribers haven't been watching me for nearly that long. But I always look back at the Deuce Brotherhood as being like probably the I don't know if I'd say the best thing I did with the channel, but probably the most amusing thing I did with the channel, where I just completely stopped doing everything else and just made the channel into that series. And again, you look back at it, they're incredibly dumb and silly videos, but that was the point. I got what I was set out to do with that series, which was totally just make a parody of where the internet was at the time, and going back even before then. With fanboy wars and the drama and all that stupid shit that people were always engaging in. And I mean, they still do now, but not to the same extent. And I just thought that series was so funny. And I look back at that and it's like, yeah, that was good. So I want to do something, I think, but again, it won't make any damn sense. It'll just make me look like a fucking clown to make a video in that style again. But I feel like I gotta do something, man, for the 10-year anniversary of that. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm tired. Big time. But, yeah, because it was 10 years ago. I mean, that's the thing, is so many people that haven't watched me that you don't know any of the stuff unless you've gone back and looked at the older videos, you know. Almost anything that I'd reference would just be like nonsense. Because I've done so many different things. This channel has been so many different things. And a lot of my subscribers are from only the last couple of years of the 16 years that I've been on YouTube. But, yeah. Like, another thing that I wanted to mention, just because, you know, like, in terms of updates with the channel. But again, I don't know how many people will even know, because he wasn't in any of my videos after like 2018, 2019. But my dog Hyde passed away in August of this year, and I still miss him big time. I really do. Even almost 5 months on, more than I thought I would, honestly. Had him almost 10 years, from October of 2015 to obviously August. And but he was in a lot of my older videos, because I was looking back, because I had done a previous take of this video where I mentioned it. I like that I have this channel because it's a time capsule. I can go back and see where I was in a completely different period of my life. And I was looking at some videos not long ago of Hyde, of my dog, that I had filmed back almost a decade ago. And it's like, I'm really glad that I have that, because otherwise I wouldn't have made those videos. I wouldn't have videos of him if I didn't have this channel. And so I think that's one of the pluses of it, definitely. But yeah. So, like I say, but he wasn't in my videos later on, just partially because I never really, after my first camera broke, I never really had a camera on me, so I really never had the chance to film. I mean, I could pull out my phone, but usually I just leave it in my damn room, so I never really had a way to film him. But later on, it was usually just when I would live stream, he'd come in here and interrupt. So like, if Unjuego's watching this, you'll definitely remember. But if you were around back then, you'll probably remember. But yeah, unfortunately, Hyde is no longer with us. Which, I mean, I knew he was getting close to the end because he was old. It just kind of is what it is after that point. But I was hoping I'd get like another year with him, but it was not to be. Because we didn't even have him as a puppy. He was already fully grown by the time we got him. So he was getting up there, definitely. And he was, the thing is though, he was in good health up till the very end, basically. It was just he got sick right there, and right around the beginning of August, end of July. And at first it didn't really seem like it was that big of a deal. You know, it was just him. He had some kind of, it seemed like just some kind of sinus infection, because he was like hacking and coughing a lot. But he was fine otherwise. And then it got to where his appetite was affected. And then I figured it was like, yeah, okay, take him to the vet, definitely at his age. Got to. And, but literally the day that we had to take him to the fucking vet, the day that we were going to, he went downhill. I mean, when he was fine the beginning of that day, that's what's funny, is he really didn't seem that bad at all. Other than the fact that his appetite was slipping. He was still getting around just fine, everything like that. But then just suddenly he went downhill immensely, and then within an hour of that he was gone. But that is the lucky thing, though. It wasn't like he suffered really at the end. It was just he kind of, in that last hour, he faded out. He just kind of slowly passed. So he didn't suffer, which is the good thing. But again, it still just sucks, because it's like, if it was a day earlier, you know, maybe he would have been fine. I don't know. I don't know exactly what was wrong with him, because it all happened so damn quick. You know, it was less than a week that it was like, yeah, and then boom. Thought he would have had enough time, but literally the same day. So it sucks, but like I say, at least he didn't suffer. And he was old, so it was only a matter of time, really. But it still sucks. It definitely still sucks after so long. But yeah, and I haven't gotten another dog, and I will at some point, definitely. I just don't know when. And that probably doesn't help in a way, because I am a dog person for sure, and just not having one at all has been kind of crappy. Because that was the thing, is I had a dog before him. Again, if you've been around for a while, you might remember. That also passed pretty damn young too. It was really an unfortunate situation that happened. I talked about it in some past videos. Basically, through no fault of us, certainly, he was basically killed. Through just complete malpractice. And that was really bad at the time, but we got Hyde shortly after that. And so I moved on. And I was way younger then. But this one, it's been almost 5 months, like I say, and still miss him. Still definitely miss him. It's just not the same anymore without him here. And again, like, I just think that's part of it. It's just because there's no substitute when there's not another dog or anything around. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that, because he was in this channel's history, and some people will remember him. And I was it was funny, because I was building these Lego sets from this, and some of them have the visor pieces and the antennas, and all of them are the light gray ones. Now, back in the day, because I didn't really have any of those gray ones, I had the black ones from like the old Clone Walker Battle Pack, the Clone Wars one from 2009. I had a bunch of those, but like no gray ones. I had 2 gray visors, and Hyde ate one of them, or he didn't eat it, but he chewed it up, and I got it away from him, but it was destroyed. And I was always kind of bummed. It's like, man, I had 2 of them, and now I just have 1. So I don't, because there was a custom fig that I had just made that I was going to put it on, and then he destroyed the thing. And now I have a bunch, because a bunch came in that. There were 4 of them in each. And I was just thinking, it's like, wow. Because that was the only thing of mine he ever destroyed. It was just that one piece of Lego, right when we first got him. I think I even mentioned it in a video, actually, back then. But, yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny. But, yeah, it's, you know, this year has not been fucking good, guys. It just hasn't been. And that really was not, that was a part of it. Just sucked. But, yeah, so, but in other things I wanted to talk about while I'm here, I wanted to talk a little bit about just, computers. I know I'm, like, really repeating the same shit a lot, so I'm going to move on to technology for a bit, because this is where I got caught up actually in the previous take, and I went on and on and on. But because I just wanted to bitch and complain about the prices, because I'm sure you know, if you're in tech at all, you know what I'm talking about, the fucking RAM prices. And I'm not even concerned about the RAM prices, because what I built myself a PC, excuse me, I built myself a PC at the beginning of September, end of August, and got myself some RAM. That was fine because I got enough. But I bought an SSD. And I bought a 2 terabyte SSD because I had a 1 terabyte in my previous computer. And I was down to like 200 gigs free. And, I figured 2 terabytes is going to be fine. Throw an extra terabyte on top of that. I'll clean up when I do a fresh install. I'll get a little bit of space back on top of that even. But I ended up dual booting. So I'm at the point now where I'm down back to 200 freaking gig free on each partition. So I have more, but it's still not enough. It's just simply not enough. And I didn't think about it, because especially with the dual boot, I thought I'd have more in the end on the other partition than I did. I thought I'd end up with like 500 gigs on the other partition. But nope, I got unlucky. So, and it's because I thought about buying a 4 terabyte fucking drive at the time, and I should have, and I really regret not doing it. I'm really kicking myself for that one. But I bought a 2 terabyte. Obviously, I have other storage. I have a mechanical hard drive as well. But I want a bigger SSD because the way I function, and people might be like, you're not doing it right. I don't really care. I don't want to budge from what I do here, but I install all programs always on the boot drive. Everything. I do not install software on other drives. I just do not like to. I like having the software on the same drive as the OS. It's just, in my opinion, it's cleaner to segregate it, have the drives just be for data. Something that you can pull out and it will not destroy what you have. You can swap that drive, you can put it in a different computer, and it will not fuck things up with your programs, what you have ability to access. I just want it to be documents on the drives. Which is fine, because the largest stuff that I have usually is videos and music. So, it goes on those drives. That's fine. But then the other large thing is games. And on top of that, because again, I don't even actually play games that much anymore, like I say. And the newest game I have is like GTA 5, I think. Because I looked in the previous tape. I think it's GTA 5. But I have that. That game takes up a pretty damn good amount of space. I have the S1X client for Advanced Warfare. That's like 80 gigabytes right there. And I have so many games that it adds up. It really does add up quick. I have Halo MCC, that's a big one. Skyrim SE is fairly large. Shit like that adds up. And the big thing is I have all this fucking chess stuff now. These databases that I have, they take up a shitload of space. They really do. I got my one folder is like 40 gigs. And because, you're like, why do you have such a large database? Well, you don't really know if you don't use these programs, because the larger the database, the better your data is. It's not about having, I have millions of games. I'm never going to look at them all in my lifetime. Of course not. But it's about having a data set that is used as a reference. And when you have such a large data set, having it on an SSD helps immensely, because the seek times on that are fucking ridiculous on a regular drive. So I have it on the SSD. And so it takes up a shitload of space. And I don't want to have to put another SSD in my computer just for that. Especially when the prices were so high to begin with. I wish I had just gotten a 4 terabyte and then I could have been done with it. But that's not the position I'm in right now. So yeah, my programs, my fucking games, and my databases, and some other stuff that I keep on there, stuff that I regularly access that does benefit speed-wise from an SSD, because for videos and stuff like that, music, it doesn't matter. The seek speed and stuff like that really doesn't matter. A couple seconds here or there, it's not really a big deal. But when you're working on something, yeah, for me the speed is important. It really helps. It makes things a lot less tedious. And game performance is affected as well. Like Minecraft, I have a shitload of Minecraft stuff. SSD helps immensely. I have World of Warcraft server shit that I fucking host. It helps a lot. I rarely get on it because I never have the time for that damn game, but I have the stuff and it really helps a lot. But yeah, things like that really do benefit from an SSD. So some of it I could get away with putting on a mechanical drive, but part of it too is a lot of those mechanical drives are only 5400 RPM when you get into larger sizes. That fucking blows for games. It really does. This is getting laggy. It's like the old LifeCam software. What the fuck? I mean, this is a good PC that I built, man. What the fuck? Look at my CPU usage. I'm curious. This is right there. Yeah, it's a joke. I don't know what's going on with the lag. I wasn't doing it before. Maybe you don't even see it in the end video. I hope not. But yeah, because when I bought the 1 terabyte drive for my old PC in December of 2023, it was $47. Now the same drive is $119. So, 2 terabyte drive, which is what I bought for this one. It was at the end of August, like the last day of August, it was $129. That fucking same thing right now is $219. I mean, come on, man. And a 4 terabyte right now, I don't know, because I keep trying to look in like the web archive. I can't find what the price was at the time. But right now it's $389. Marked down from $425. Are you fucking kidding me? How long has it been since that has cost that much? 10 years? Maybe less than that. Maybe like 7 years. But it's like, oh my god, man. I'm not spending that much on an SSD. I already spent all the money building this fucking computer. I already just bought a $1,500 fucking Mac laptop. I mean, no. I just can't. I'm going to have to figure something out at some point. Because this computer, I'm trying to... I don't want to have to upgrade this thing until 2032 or 2033. Because... the reason that I even upgraded this thing, or built a new computer, is because Windows 10 support ended. And I'm still on Windows 10, but it's the LTSC, IoT Enterprise, whatever version of it that gets updates till 2032. I don't know if app support will dry up before then. I don't use a lot of apps that are still updated, though. Mostly just the web browser on this computer, that is, my main machine. Almost all of my personal use software that's not work related is not updated. So I don't need much to stay up to date. So I should get through it. But that's the goal, is to not have to update until the support ends for this thing. And not have to upgrade my computer. Because again, I don't really need to upgrade my GPU, because GTA 5 runs fine on this motherfucker. That's the newest game I play. I don't really care. So that's because my previous computer didn't even have a GPU. It was just integrated graphics, and for the most part, I got by just fine with that. It's just some of those games were off limits, which was fine because I had an Xbox. But now that I have them on PC, that's definitely better. But again, even on my Xbox, I don't play new games. Because I barely touch that fucking thing at this point. I really don't touch it at all. The only thing that I used it for this year was Gears of War Reloaded, that I made that couple videos on, which that was fucking fun, playing that game online. Yeah, contrary to the Deuce Brotherhood, I actually do like Gears of War, especially the first one. That game is fucking classic, and it was awesome to play it again there for a while. I haven't played it basically since, though, because first off, I had it through Game Pass, that I was subscribed to only temporarily, so I don't actually own the game. And obviously they increased the price of Game Pass, and I'm sure as fuck not paying that. And I'm sure the player count's a lot lower. And then another thing that I didn't like about that game was that the matchmaking is trash, in my opinion, because it should have just been... I don't know why they didn't just use like the COD 4 type matchmaking. Because the problem with it is that when you get a lobby built, it's static. Like, if you have 4v4 and all 4 people stay, it will be the exact same teams forever. If you start on COG, you're playing on COG until you leave the lobby with the same people on your team. So if you get in a lobby with against a stacked squad, even if they aren't in a party, if they're just good players playing together, you will play against them, and if your team sucks, you will get stomped the whole time. You have to leave the game and go find a different lobby. And the matchmaking in that game was slow. So it really was a fucking drag with that. Because it's not fun getting stomped all the time. I mean, I'm okay with it sometimes, because it's just the way that it is. But, like, why not do the COD 4 system where it's just 8 people in a lobby and the game scrambles the teams every time it starts a new game? Unless you're in a party, of course. That's perfectly fine. It's not even skill-based matchmaking, just randomized. That would be perfect. But no, so that's a problem. And I don't like playing Team Deathmatch that much in Gears. Especially not Gears 1 because the maps really aren't made for it. It's fun at the end of the game in Team Deathmatch when it's just down to the end, but then it's basically a fucking Warzone game. But, yeah, and I got to, like, the fucking top 50 in that game on Warzone for the leaderboards. Because, I mean, I'm not bad at Gears. I'm really not. Out of all the games that I've played, that's one of the ones that I'm actually the best at. I mean, if you saw from my video, I'm not those movement freak types. I play a little more grounded, and I get penalized for that because I'm just not able to keep up with certain people. But playing against the kinds of people that I played with in that fucking game at that point, since they weren't all pros at that game, yeah. I did alright for the most part. But it sucks when your fucking team is garbage and you have to take on 4 guys. What are you going to do then? You're fucked. So, yeah, so I stopped playing it. Partially just because of that. But great game, definitely awesome to play it still. In my opinion, it is a little clunky certainly, but it's totally playable today. Obviously, I don't play newer games, so I'm not like accustomed to more. I'm accustomed to like Gears 3 level. That's a lot better. Which Gears 3 was a pretty damn good game. Judgment sucked. Straight up, it just fucking sucked. I haven't played Gears 4 or 5. But even like the Reloaded, obviously was the same thing as the one from 10 years ago, whatever the hell that one was just called, remastered or whatever. They changed the aesthetic of the game. I actually don't hate it. Some of the maps still look pretty good. Some of them look worse. And I always thought it was funny because one of the developers actually admitted that the reason that they took out rain in the multiplayer maps is because the Xbox One could not handle the game at 60 FPS with rain effects. It's like, really? That console was shit. It really was. It can't handle a fucking 360 game at 60 FPS. An early 360 game remastered at 60 FPS with a little bit of rain. Like, come on, man. But, yeah. But then they made Gold Rush, which is the worst map in the game, nighttime. And it just makes it worse than it already was. It was already and then it just sucks. I don't know why they made Canals nighttime. I don't really like that one. But, like, Clock Tower still looks pretty cool. Garden still looks good. I really like the way that, what was the one map? Courtyard looks good. You know, those sorts of things. I'm trying to think, because there's one map that I really liked the way it looked in Reloaded, but I don't remember. Oh, Mausoleum looks pretty good, too. The original is more atmospheric, but yeah. So there's my Gears rant. There's my thoughts on that. I never did talk about the fucking Battlefront Classic Collection after I made that video. Obviously, that was a disaster area. I played that online for a while. That was almost 2 years ago. I only really played Battlefront 1, though, because Battlefront 2 was more broken than 1. I mean, I don't even care about Battlefront 2 online at this point. I've had enough of that shit. Especially when nobody plays the game right. They all play it like fucking idiots. They don't play it like we used to play it, for sure. And the fact that it was based on the PC version, I I got in arguments with people when that fucking thing came out about the fact that it's based on the PC version and you only have 3 mines versus 4. It's like, it's better with 3 mines. It's like, no it isn't. I played the game for too goddamn long with 4 mines. I know every single fucking room in the game. I know every spot where the mines go. When I'm only stuck with 3, my mind can't cope. It just pisses me off every time. So you call me a whore? Fine, I'm a whore, but I was one of the best motherfuckers you'll ever meet at that game. As a fucking Vanguard, so, yeah. But Battlefront 1 online is fun too. The Jet Trooper destroys the balance for the Republic. You can counter it, basically only with the Vanguard, or if you're a good sniper, you can kind of, if you're lucky. But it's rough, especially when there's more than one. Yeah, you're fucked. But when it's not too bad, especially when you're playing Empire and Rebels, it's pretty balanced there. And the game can be a lot of fun. Doing like dog fights on Dune Sea and stuff is pretty cool. With human pilots or Bespin platforms is a great map for that. So that was fun for a while. I have a bunch of footage on my hard drive of me playing that online that I've thought about compiling into a video, but just haven't. But yeah, obviously the version was broken. It was bugged as fuck. They fixed it for the most part, I think, but I don't really care because I still play Battlefront 1 just offline on the 360. I don't play Battlefront 2 that much anymore because it's kind of boring offline because you just roll over absolutely everything. There's like the command posts don't have much weight. There's not much strategizing that goes into it, so you just fucking destroy everything. Sometimes you still lose because the way the command posts are. They flip so easily. You lose reinforcements too quick. But yeah. So that classic, I refunded it actually. Funnily enough, and this is kind of like ripping off Microsoft. I don't really care. I have one profile that I own all my games on, and then one that I play them on. So technically, I didn't have any playtime in the game, so I was able to refund it. But yeah. And I don't regret it. That's fine. It was a fucking rip-off for them to sell 20-year-old games broken when they were fine originally. Yeah, I remember writing a list of everything that was wrong with that. It was an immense list. It really was. But, see, other than that, no, I haven't played any fucking games in a while. Like, new games. I played Warcraft 3 earlier this year. I made a video of a funny map in that game. That game is awesome. That's a game that I've played off and on over the years. But it kind of blew up again earlier this year. So I was playing it some. And yeah, it's a classic. Blizzard, I mean, I could make a whole video about old Blizzard games. That run of games that they had from like fucking Warcraft 2. But especially Diablo 1 up till World of Warcraft. Some good shit. Maybe I'll make some videos talking about stuff. I don't know. But, yeah, I did that. I played a couple other games. Like, I had the Hearts of Iron thing I uploaded. Just because I saw that when you look it up, there's nobody that has a video of the full soundtrack. So I put one up. Just threw it together real quick. But yeah. I don't know, I'm not like big into gaming, but I'll find something to play. Usually it's like, because I played Hearts of Iron 2 a long fucking time ago, I played Gears of War a long time ago. All these games are things I've already played for years. The last time I got into a new game, it's been a while. It's been a freaking long time. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't remember what the last one was. I'm perplexed. I'm trying to think about it. I did play, it was funny, I played Black Ops 6 on Cloud Gaming just to try it. That game fucking, I can't stand Call of Duty anymore. I just can't. Yeah. I really don't like it. I like the older CODs, obviously, but yeah. So, I mean, I could talk about other stuff definitely in this video. I could talk about my Mac experience with that MacBook, the fact that I'm still on Sequoia instead of Tahoe. I could talk about liquid glass and all that. Like, I am on the bandwagon of hating on it because I think it's just poorly designed, straight up. I don't like flat design really. So I'm not opposed to them going in that direction, but it's just poorly implemented, immensely poorly implemented. Like, I didn't update my phone, but my dad did. There are times when I'll look at a picture on his phone, like a screenshot of something, and since the top of it is white, the text on the glass pane for the date is white. You cannot read it. You literally cannot read it. It's like, why doesn't it change colors? I think it's a bug. But yeah, it's garbage. It's just straight garbage for usability. And I don't like the whole paint. Like, if you look at on the Mac and the music app, which has sucked anyway, it's no longer, they removed the old design of having the like the player info at the top where it always was since 2001. Now it's at the bottom, a floating little glass pane. Like, why the hell on a desktop at the bottom? And it's just, I don't know, it's just a joke. But yeah, that music app has sucked ever since Catalina. Even iTunes. I mean, I don't know, iTunes 12 wasn't that bad. It was bloated, but it wasn't that bad. But the music app has always sucked. You want to know why? Excuse me, in large part, you want to know why? Command L. Doesn't work. The fucking Command L is broken. You cannot go to the current track in the list. It just takes you to this album view, and when you back out of it, you never went anywhere. You're still where you were before. And when you have 17,000 plus songs, it's useless. I can't navigate a library by scrolling through it, and I have to literally search the song that I'm listening to because I can't get back to it. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah. So my big library is still on iTunes. It's not on music, so I can't even access it from my MacBook, which is fine because it's a Windows formatted library. But whatever. And that's the funny thing, is I can still use iTunes on Windows, but I can't on the Mac. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I built this computer for Windows 10 because I don't like Windows 11. But there's a lot of things I don't like about Windows where it's going, but I mean, there's a lot of things I don't like about Mac either. But I still need both, so I have both. So yeah, again, I could go on and on and on, but 43 minutes, I think that's about sufficient. I've ranted long enough, it's late enough, it's almost 1:40, I thought it was 1:50 for some reason. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll make, if you guys want, I can ramble about a lot of shit, but yeah, I don't know if I'll make any more videos this year, because only a couple days left, so if not, then Happy New Year, everybody. I will obviously have stuff coming out in the new year. I'm not quite sure what, other than the whiskey videos, but there will be some stuff, certainly. And yeah, so 16 years of Benner Lego, this crazy, crazy journey that I've been on with this thing. And yeah. So if you made it to the end of the video, I'm very impressed. This was a long, rambly one, even though I trimmed it down by like fucking 8 minutes from what it was previously. It's still incredibly long, but I did want to touch on multiple topics and get into some different stuff, and being so tired, you know, I couldn't really avoid it. And there's still a lot of shit that I could have talked about for sure. I'm sure I forgot even some of the stuff that I mentioned in the previous videos. But yeah, in any event, yeah, just thanks everybody for all the support over the years, like I always say. I really do appreciate it, genuinely. And, yeah. We keep rolling. We keep rolling with Benner Lego. So, in any event, I will see you guys next time, whenever that is.